Krishna, how can we act spontaneous? 'Cause, we confused about our own desire, or can we know what Krishna desires? When that we have relationship with him, then I can understand what Krishna want, what the Devani want, what they're expecting from me. Before we are able to develop relationship with Krishna, at least we have to become attracted to a specific form of Krishna. Like Krishna has so many forms. But how can we be intimate with a million forms? We can only be intimate really with one form where we feel our heart really connect. So first we have to become attractive form of Krishna, and this can only take place if we hear Krishna's pastime. And at one point we will feel some inclination, some affinity to one of the form of Krishna. Then we can begin to desire to serve Krishna according to that form we say we favor.
So it means understanding somebody's emotions without him expressing, or understanding what he wants, likes, like what.
Well, let's say we're working together. And if I really attentive to what you're doing, you don't have to tell me what you need next to do what you do. To me, it's because I'm paying attention to you. So this is on external platform. But when two living, actually what we are trying to achieve is union with another living being. But this union, this real union only takes the platform of the soul. Now we're trying to do to the material body externally. And for some people, this take place on the mental platform or emotional platform. But we will only be able to commune with another living being only on the spiritual platform. Now we can respond to somebody else that we know around us externally. Like Radharani, Krishna doesn't have to speak for her to understand what's going on in Krishna's heart, in Krishna's mind. So just like you with Krishna also, they know, and Krishna also knows what's on their mind. Why? Because their heart is one. So when we will have a heart one with Krishna, then we will also be able to have a more deeper relationship with Krishna. I mean, this is really with the stage. And at this point, really, we should just try to increase quality and quantity of our own. And try to ignore the pastime, try to do more, you could say. Mahaprabhu would tell us we can only change your name if we mumble bear the grass mortal under the tree. So how can we go through life and not be disturbed by what's going on in us? If we tolerant, then we will not be disturbed. If we're not tolerant, then every situation will be disturbed. So the first step at tolerance is acceptance. I'm not in control. Krishna is in control. Either what's happening to me is either result of my karma or Krishna playing with my karma. Either or is for my purification. So one situation will come and we're going, another situation will come and we go, why should I be disturbed going through this situation? I don't have to. If I want, I can be very relaxed. The same thing will happen anyway. Without worry or not worry, the same situation will happen. But I have a choice to go to the situation with a peaceful mind or a disturbed mind. If I go to a peaceful mind, I can learn something. Because why I'm going to this situation, because that's something to me, it has to be purified. until it's purified, I'm gonna have to go through again and again the same scenario, the same situation. But if my mind is disturbed, every situation I go through, how can I really see what I'm supposed to be learning in that situation? One thing we have to learn, we're not in control. So if we think we're in control, then we will be expecting something. Some people to behave the way we want, to have things turning the way we want to turn. But we will always be frustrated because nothing will never go exactly the way we want. If we upset, we're not in charge, we're not in control. Like Krishna told Arjuna, just do your duty, don't worry about the result. But we always worry about the result. And most of the time that's something to do. If I do this, then people will have a good opinion about myself. So we should do to please Krishna, to please our Guru, to please Vaishnava, and no expectation. And this is what devotion is. You do or you don't expect nothing in return. Now we are expecting something. We've been practicing for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and we say, well, where is Krishna? Why is not coming to me? I'm chanting so much, I'm doing so much, why Krishna is playing with me? So to have Krishna to come to us, we have to serve him without asking nothing. And he will come. Otherwise, our activity only business. Krishna, we do this for you, you have to come to me. Like the gopi, they don't expect, the only thing they expect from Krishna is love. Nothing else. But they're willing to surrender their whole existence to Krishna's presence. Are we ready to do this? We want to do it, but we're not ready to do this yet. So then we should just try to follow the process nicely, try to have good association. Gradually we will come to this position. I mean, there's so many things we can say, so many things we can try to explain. But we just have to try our best every day to stick to the process, that's all. Not let our mind wander toward the material reality. Always keep it focused on Krishna. Krishna conscious means to be aware of the Krishna's activity, his devotees, pastime. But how much of our day are we really spending thinking about Krishna, remembering Krishna? Like we've been engaged in Bhakti for many years now. How much of our day, how much time every day we really spend thinking about Krishna? Not so much. And when we do, it's because we want something from Krishna. When are we going to start to think, oh Krishna, what do you want? What do you want, Krishna? I remember a Prabhupada disciple, every time he came to Radhakund, oh, can I do this for you? Can I do this for you? Can I do this for you? And one year he says, well, what do you want me to do for you? Not what I think this would be good for you, but what do you want me to do for you? What do you want me to do, Krishna? At this point, Krishna is only expecting someone other. We purify our heart, become Vaishnava, and we can help others to help Vaishnava. Only purpose as Vaishnava in this world is to help others to become Vaishnava. We have no other purpose. Our purpose is not to make temples, not to have big family, have many things. Our purpose is to become Krishna conscious and help others to become Krishna conscious. And if we can dedicate our life doing this, then mercy will come our way much faster. The more we give, the more we will receive. Now we're receiving a little bit, we want to keep it for ourselves. If I pass it down like sitting in your room, let him manifest his glory all over the world. Now we have received it with Krishna consciousness, but I think we're doing some preaching with very many more. Especially now, so many people will be leaving their body in the next 5-6 years. At least we could give them a chance to hear Krishna's name only one time. And they will be much better off in the future. But worry about me, how can I progress spiritually? We're not really worried about Krishna, we're not really worried about other people. We only worry about me, what's going to happen to me. But if we have faith in Krishna, why we worry can happen to me? If he wants me to go back to Golok, he can take me to Golok tomorrow. Why do I have to worry? How will I get to Krishna? I just have to please Krishna.
The argument that is given is that that one has to nourish oneself before giving it to others. One has to fill one's cup before giving it to others.
Yeah.
So,
So by now, I will fill our cup a little bit.
maybe a little bit,
So can we share? I think we can share this much.
that little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're all trying to some extent.
Yeah. Should it be like, there are I mean, I've heard two schools of, well, two trains of thought, so to say, you know, like there's one group that says, first you should perfect yourself, then you should go and preach,
Yeah.
because then you'll have that purity to preach, you know.
Yeah.
One group that says, okay, whatever you have, preach, you know, then do your sadhana, preach, you know. And then there's one that's just preaching, you know, not focusing on whether you're getting.
But there has to be a balance between
There has to be a
seva, sadhana, and preaching.
Right, seva, sadhana, and preaching.
If you balance those three, then because who's actually on a platform to really do bhajan, like Nirjal Bhajan? Very few. Many try, many fail. But they still have too many material. As long as they identify with the material body, you cannot do Nirjal Bhajan. It's just you're gonna be watering the wheel around your creeper. And it's just a matter of time you will fall down. So somehow or other we have to have good sadhana. If we want to progress, we have to. The only way we will be able to remain stable in the life, our sadhana become a priority. Our sadhana become a priority.
A priority.
Over anything else. Doesn't matter if I'm dressed or not, whatever I might the duty. There's the devotional duty, Vedic duty, and social duties. Our devotional duty should always be priority. If we want to be with Krishna in this life, it has to be. This has to be the priority. I mean, everything else in my life has to fit around this. So even if I'm preaching, I have to have good sadhana. If I don't have good sadhana, then I will not be able to maintain my Krishna consciousness. It's just a matter of time I will go down. Like the people, I will come down to the platform, people I'm preaching to. Our sadhana will protect us.
So one has to have a good balance, as you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, to whatever extent you can preach. After we say this, whoever you meet, you tell them about Krishna.
Yeah.
Like some people may have the capacity to travel all the world and make so many people. Somebody else, you give a person you meet, and you can make him a devotee.
Yeah.
And that's good enough. Krishna will also be pleased with this. Yeah. It's somehow or other, if everyone we meet, we can have them to increase the Krishna consciousness a little bit. Krishna will Mahaprabhu will be pleased with us, and we will receive mercy much faster.
And you said, just a while ago, you said that whatever you do, one has to remember Krishna, like your activities need to dovetail around this principle of remembering Krishna.
Yeah. I mean, Krishna consciousness means to remember Krishna all the time.
Right.
That's what it means. So how are we going to come to this more? First, somehow or other, we have to become attracted to Krishna. Then we will have desire to remember some Krishna. First is attraction, then attachment. Once we become attached to Krishna, then we'll be able to overcome all the material attachment. That's really good. We will not have any more desire for material things. Once you have something better, then you will let go of the negative thing.
Like devotees, I mean, yeah, I'll just, like sometimes maybe you might see a glimpse, you might